Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening with us. Today's topic is how we can look up at the sky to see inspiring reminders of God's faithful goodness to us. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from our sponsors.
There's no way around it. When it comes to healthcare, people are really frustrated with how much it costs and how to pay for it. The usual ways we've been doing this have only gotten more expensive, more complicated, and honestly, just aggravating. And that's why Medi-Share is such a welcome relief. It's called healthcare sharing. It's different and it works. More than 1 million Americans are now doing this, and Medi-Share has been a great option for more than 30 years. So really, you could have saved thousands of dollars a year on your healthcare and be happy. Imagine that. If you've heard about it and you want to know more, there are 2 easy options. Go to medishare.com/crosswalk. That's medishare.com/crosswalk. Or just grab your phone and send a text. You'll get the info, which could really help you and your family out. Text the word crosswalk to 70246 to get the facts. Text crosswalk to 70246 and you'll get the link. That's crosswalk to 70246.
Health insurance rates are surging in America, leaving millions without affordable options. If you're sick of having paychecks eaten up by healthcare costs or dealing with mega corporations, then listen to this. Christians don't need to waste money on a broken system. That's why I want to tell you about Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's an alternative to traditional health insurance at half the cost. With CHM, fellow believers contribute monthly to help pay each other's medical bills. There's no enrollment period, so you can join anytime. And you aren't restricted to provider networks, so you choose the doctors and hospitals you want. It's that simple. CHM is not insurance. It's a ministry that puts faith into action. Feel the difference of financial support and biblical care from fellow believers. Join CHM today by visiting chministries.org/wellness. That's chministries.org/wellness.
The Father of Heavenly Lights sends you blessings. Written and read by Whitney Hopler. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the Heavenly Lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. James 1:17 NIV. The Father of the Heavenly Lights is such a wonderful name for God. It reminds you that the same God who listens to your prayers is the one who created the brilliant sun, the glowing moon, and every single star that glitters in the vast night sky. The God who faithfully makes sure these heavenly lights appear regularly is just as faithful to send good and perfect gifts down into your life. Every single morning, without fail, the sun rises. It pours out light and warmth that support all life on earth. You don't have to do anything to earn a sunrise, and you don't have to worry about whether or not it will show up. Every sunrise is a gift from God. Your life is filled with other blessings from God that are so consistent you might not even notice them anymore, such as your heartbeat, the food you have to eat, and the people who love you. Just like the sun, these blessings are a constant sign of God's faithful goodness to you. Sometimes, of course, your days feel cloudy. You sometimes go through challenging seasons that block out the warmth of God's love. But just as the sun is still shining above the clouds, God's goodness is still present in your life, even when you can't feel it. The Father of Heavenly Lights is constant, and His good gifts are always being sent down into your life. When you see the sun in the morning, let it be your first reminder of the day that God's goodness is here again for you. When the sun sets each evening, a whole new display of God's faithfulness appears. The moon rises, reflecting the sun's light to guide your way. A huge number of distant stars start to sparkle in the sky. The moon and stars shine with steady light during dark nights. They can remind you of how God sends His light into the darkness of this fallen world with a steady glow that you can always find when you're looking for God. You may see God's light shining through your life in many different ways, like guidance to make an important decision or a strong sense of peace after you've prayed. The next time you look up at the night sky, think of the countless stars as a picture of God's countless blessings. Many are small and easy to overlook, but together they create a breathtaking display of His constant care for you. The verse concludes that God does not change like shifting shadows. Shadows move and change throughout the day. In the morning, they're long, like they're stretched out. At noon, they're shorter. In the evening, they grow long again before disappearing into the night. Shadows are unreliable because they're always changing. Just like shadows, your feelings and your circumstances often change. But God is not like a shifting shadow. He is completely and eternally constant. Your Heavenly Father's love for you doesn't change, and neither does His good and faithful character. The heavenly lights, like the sun, moon, and stars, appear in the sky faithfully. You can count on seeing those lights because of God's design, and you can count on God, the Father of the heavenly lights, to send good gifts down into your life faithfully as well. In this fallen world of shifting shadows, you can rely on your unchanging God to send you blessings regularly. Your only job is to look up and receive them with thankfulness. Intersecting faith and life. As you consider how God faithfully sends blessings into your life, reflect on these questions. How does thinking of God as the Father of heavenly lights change the way you think about a sunrise, a sunset, or a starry night? What is one good gift in your life that, like the sun, is so consistent you sometimes forget to thank God for it? Go ahead and thank God for it now. Think about an especially challenging period in your life. Reflecting on that time now, can you see any small glimmers of God's faithfulness that were present even then? James 1:17 says that God does not change like shifting shadows. How does this promise encourage you when your feelings or circumstances are changing? What's one way you can use the sky to remind you this week to thank God for His blessings? Further reading, Hebrews 13:18. Psalm 19:1, Psalm 136, 7-9, Lamentations 3:22-23, 2 Corinthians 4:6.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app, so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.